any of our shows where you hear ding.
It is morning in America. We are here to bring you yet another crazy installment of Basically Morning News. I'm here with Mr. Patrick Thompson. How are you, sir?
Doing great. How about yourself?
I am just chipper, my friend. I got the electric lawnmower, and I did that today. And we went to Costco.
Wait a minute. Whoa, time out, boss.
Yeah.
Electric.
Yep. Electric lawnmower.
Is it on a cord?
Yeah, it's corded.
Get the fuck out of here. Will you?
No, it.
God damn it, Dan.
Son of a bitch.
Got you, bitch.
There he goes again. I'm gonna have to clip that too. So we the cable on this thing, like I thought it was going to be a hassle at first, but it makes sense. It's just instantaneous power, works good. We don't have a lot of grass to cover, so that and a little battery powered blower got the job done.
I know, I get it, I understand, but there's just something about engines, that are way better.
I'll tell you, if you are doing that stupid shit where you're not using a riding mower, you're using one of them. Either you need to use a push mower and you need to rake your grass by hand and bag it, or you need to use a riding lawnmower. And if you don't, you're not an American.
But Dad.
Whoa!
Oh man. Well, everybody, we are excited this evening to have an awesome person with us. Sean, do you want to tell a little more?
Yes, she is a stand-up comedian, native Chicagoan, plying her trade here in LA and online through stereo and podcasting. Joining us tonight is Susie Sitcom.
Hey guys, how are you? Can you hear
me? Hey, we cannot see you. Your video feed is off.
Okay. Hang on. Let's see video feed.
She's like,
Is it working? Is it working?
Not at the moment.
No.
Nope, there should be a way to turn your video feed on.
Oh, there
you go. There it is.
Yeah, we win.
Okay, so let's see. I'm going to take you downstairs. We're going to go to the pool.
Ooh.
Okay.
Right on. I guess it's margaritas by the pool on Sunday here.
Yeah. Right.
This we got a Walt Disney.
Oh no, she's frozen. Wait.
I forgot the tripod. So
all right. Well,
sorry guys. Forgot
You're
something. I'm here. You can see, right?
Aaron Wright says, "Don't worry, it's
need to see
producer
me.
Dan's fault."
You can do whatever I want.
It's all right.
Dan.
He's responsible for everyone's network connection.
He is Wi-Fi.
Oh no! Skylar, you need the tripod. Skylar, where's your phone?
Here's something fun.
The tripod was connected to your phone.
Pulled up on my. I have my
I'm on a podcast live.
my script pulled up on my stupid pad thing. It's like, this is my teleprompter now.
Oh my god!
Hey, let's,
this is terrible. I can't find my tripod.
While we wait for
terrible.
the video feed to come back, we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and get ourselves started on this week's rundown.
Sounds great. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
What a nightmare.
Oh wait, why are we still talking and the music no runny?
I don't know. I was just thinking that. I was like, abort mission.
Houston, we have a problem.
Houston.
And Aaron
We're
Wright.
leaking air. Lots of air.
Aaron Wright says, "Forget the tripod." Flame producer Dan.
It's all
Thank
the
you.
rage nowadays.
Thanks, producer Dan. Thanks, Aaron Wright, for saying that. Are there people live?
Yeah. We are
Thanks,
broadcast
Aaron Wright.
across Facebook and YouTube.
And Twitter.
Oh,
Yeah, who would have thought?
that's fantastic.
How's that
We actually
still
did-
working?
Periscope was always Twitter's backbone. They just named it something weird, and now they got rid of the way that you can view that stuff, and it just goes straight into Twitter now. It goes into what's called your Twitter Media Studio, and nerd stuff. But I just go in there and retweet the video whenever we want to show it to people. But they do see it live, so we'll see if anyone. Justin usually comes in on that one. We'll probably hear from a few people tonight if we're very lucky. Tonight's first rundown item. Guys, DMX died.
Yeah,
so
make me
sad.
lose my mind. Up in here.
Yeah, looks like somebody finally gave it to X.
Oh, damn. Using his own songs against him. So he died at 50. He left
rest in peace.
15 kids behind. 15 kids. That is a fucking football
Wow.
team. Like,
Yeah.
Wow, that
And
guy has
Baseball
more.
team, right?
That guy has.
People are in.
I'll tell you that
Wait,
that
how
guy
many
has
people
more
can be
people
in a football
calling
team?
him. Oh,
Do we know?
I don't know.
How
I
many
don't
players
know.
of the football team? We should know these things, right?
I do not know. Hey, Aaron, how many people are on a football team? One side. Let's go. Sportsman, do the game ball. I
Producer
was
Dan.
going to say, I'm pretty sure that guy. I'm pretty sure DMX has more people calling him daddy than Ron Jeremy.
damn.
Hey.
A hedgehog. How's he make it? 11. He's got four benched. It's 11.
Well, I guess sometimes I don't know. It's traumatic to think too deeply about, but I hope that those who survived him are going to find their way and things are going to go well for all of the X family. X as in letter X, not EX.
Oh no, she's screaming through a tin can.
Yeah, and the video feed's gone. This is not doing the greatest here.
You guys hear me? Can you hear
We
me?
can
or no?
hear you here and there. Yeah, we can
Okay.
now.
You can?
But we don't see your video feed.
Okay.
We cannot see
Yes.
your video feed.
Okay.
No,
That's
see,
because
yes,
I'm
here.
okay. Can you see me now?
It's like that. No, it's a
Okay,
lot
no,
like
you're
that movie with Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. I think it's called Hear or See No Evil.
Thought you were going to do the one where they were on the train.
No,
I'll get
I was going with the one where one was deaf and one was blind.
Oh, yeah. I know of that movie. I haven't seen it though, but now that you reminded me, I will be checking it out. Speaking of communications issues, NASA has officially delayed the Mars helicopter Ingenuity's first flight to April 14th.
Oh, that's so sad.
This is from the desk of Patrick Thompson, who just pretended to be surprised by a story he wrote himself. Go ahead and take it away, bud.
So, NASA delayed the flight of the Mars helicopter Ingenuity, pushing it back to April 14th, saying it will remain planted firmly on the surface until at least Wednesday. It comes in response to the test. It didn't perform well during the test. It's supposed to be able to fly around the surface of Mars. That thing's really cool, though. It's just like a.
video feed. Okay, there we go.
Oh no, we see you. Kinda. I mean, yeah, you're there. She's here in spirit. So,
One more thing.
during a high-speed spin test on Friday of the rotors, command sequence controlling the test ended early due to a watchdog timer expiration. So, which means there's something going on in their coding, causing it to be bad.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that
crazy.
means like the execution of the code didn't keep up.
Exactly.
Which is crazy because if you imagine you've got, instead of being able to watch the code, you'd have to have the code have code in it to watch itself because data transmitted back. I mean, think about the lag time on that.
Are we on a selfie stick?
You are.
I'm
Who
ripping
asked?
on
Dan asked?
that.
You're ripping on the selfie stick? Right. So great. I can sit by the pool. Go ahead. Who's ripping on the selfie stick? Let me have it. Let me have it.
Oh, what is this? 2013?
Oh my God. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh no, I am not going to keep going. We do real
2013.
things.
Okay, so I'll tell you, I just discovered Uber Eats. I know that everybody delivers food and has been doing it, but I refuse to do it because I'm too much of a fat ass. If I want something fattening, I should walk, travel, at least make the effort. I gave in last night to Uber Eats and I looked at it. I got online. I couldn't believe that it's legal. It's bullshit. Like, I mean, I shouldn't be able to order artisan donuts at 9 p.m. at night without checking my fucking cholesterol first. This is crazy. I mean, they're killing America in quarantine. Uber Eats, whatever the other delivery places are, DoorDash or whatever, it's just criminal.
Don't say that too loudly. The food consortium will hear you and they'll act.
Right.
I asked
what do you think about
thing,
that, Producer Dan?
Producer Dan's like, oh.
It's all his fault anyways, right? Because we blame him for everything.
We blame him for everything on the show. That's right. So,
my selfie stick.
You want to know how many things they blame me for?
We keep him in
billions and 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 billions
of things.
We give him entirely too much freedom.
I don't know. I think
freedom. God damn it!
I can't hear it when you play that. It just mutes. Is that on purpose?
No, you should be able to hear that.
Can't hear it. Can't hear it.
Oh,
Foggy's reminded us to leave him alone, and Miss Durant says, "You rock that selfie stick. You have fans.
We're fans. How can I see fans? I want to see fans.
So we're not sure. We do this from a computer, so we're not sure if you can even see the comments, but we can see the comments.
There's comments. Hi, fans. That's so nice.
we got people from the YouTube.
You rock that selfie sticks. Thank you, Laura. Okay, there are women coming to the rescue. I mean, come on. Like, do we have time for all these gadgets? I'm not a man. Do you see penis? I don't have time for all this bullshit. Women get the thing that's efficient. They're not going to sit there and fucking buy all this tech gear. I'm not a dude. I don't have balls. It's not required. Okay.
I mean, that's the thing is like a selfie stick's meant to overcome the fact that most of the light that we get in our daily lives comes from above, right? So you see shadows on your face, but if you take the camera and you elevate it slightly, those shadows are decreased. I was like, okay, well, you could do that, or you could just live your life in front of studio lights.
Yeah,
like I do.
Do you guys see my pool?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
There's people in the background swimming, enjoying themselves, drinking. It's Sunday.
Yay. Well,
and nobody said a damn thing about my selfie stick, and I'm in LA, okay? So whoever said it, Patrick.
I was there, 2 months ago? I was a Huntington Beach resident, and now we're up north in Sacramento.
That explains a lot, because Huntington Beach is having a KKK rally this weekend.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to.
Shit!
No, it's not just a KKK rally. It's a White Lives Matter rally.
I'm gonna go choke and die now.
Yeah.
Holy
shit!
She timed that entirely too perfectly.
That probably is what got DMX.
Woo, yeah.
Oh my god!
I swear that's DMX is like, you know what? This was great, but now Stone Cold Steve Austin's going to be back in Huntington Beach trying to keep people from fighting each other again, and he was just like, "This is too much for me," and his heart gave out.
Oh my god! Moving on to the next one. This also comes from my desk.
Did you guys hear though that Beyonce and Jay-Z purchased DMX's masters for $10 million, and is giving the rights to his family, to his kids.
That's actually
nice?
Really good. No, I had no idea.
Right?
That means I'll be able to make residual income off the one good song he has. So
there's people who are going to be fans forever. There's always those. Even this show has diehard fans. I don't know why.
Really? Hi, diehard fans. How many diehard fans do you have? Do you have two? Your mom and your dad, or what? Your mom, your dad?
Damn.
I don't even know if they watch.
Hey, high five! Is that producer Dan? Give me a virtual high five. What was that?
I don't know what that was.
False.
Wait, 17 kids. I was off by 2.
17 kids. Buys DMX Masters. Yep, to benefit his 17 kids. I think that's great.
Forgot about Dre.
Oh, it's false.
Wait, false?
Yeah, that's
Wait, is that what it
Snopes.
says?
Yeah, that was Snopes or something rather.
Wait, they said that they're not doing it. Who would even put that out then?
Oh, I don't know. I hope they're
Wrong.
doing that. Maybe the rumor will catch big enough that they do it. So,
That's terrible. I mean, like, that's great that they said that they were going to do it. And now they said it's a rumor. Diehard Beyonce fans. I see. Who wrote that? Did producer Dan just write that in?
Yeah, he can do that. Yeah.
Producer Dan, I need a producer Dan in my life.
Dude, we all need a producer
Just
Dan in
do
our
the
lives.
research, do everything for me. Mute people, pause them.
It does allow us to focus on the content. So when it comes down to what the content is, you can almost entirely blame us. So there's that.
Yeah, indeed. We are the ones who write this script that is a thing.
Oh, you
So-
actually write a script? Was I expected to write a script?
No.
No. You're just
9
you
out
just-
of
just-
10. Is
No,
that a
you're
reading?
just here. No, we aren't reading. No, we don't go by anything. It's just the topics.
I want to see the fans. Hi, fans. Where are you? Let's see some comments.
Moving
Someone just walked by the pool and he waved.
on in the rundown. iOS 14.5 is making the biggest change to apps in years. One of the biggest changes in iOS 14.5 is tracking transparency. It's a feature that's consumer friendly, but also controversial, as it ensures developers have to seek explicit permission from users before tracking them across apps and websites for ad targeting. So basically, Apple is allowing this to happen. In the past, they didn't really let it happen, but 2/3 of iPhone users are expected to block iOS apps from tracking them. I don't care. I already allow it, so that's kind of how I feel.
To our listeners right now, are you going to, when you're faced with the question, are you going to allow tracking?
Where's Susie?
Oh, here she is.
Hey, guys. I pushed. You know what? I pushed on. I know, right? Don't let my looks deceive you. Just because I'm Asian doesn't mean I'm tech savvy. I'm totally not.
It doesn't? I thought all stereotypes were real.
I know, right? It's so good. I have such
My
good
worldview
stereotypes.
is so just destroyed right now.
I know, because again, you're from Long Beach, right? KKK rally, Huntington Beach, right? Did
My
you say that?
God.
Yeah, no, Long Beach isn't doing that shit. Long Beach is chilling right now.
No, you know what? I was so excited to see that you had fans, and I was looking at the comments in the chat, and Chris said that selfie sticks are for girls. So
You said that?
Yeah, he did. He did indeed.
They are for girls. I mean, of course they're. I mean,
I had a selfie stick once, and it took good pictures.
So you're a girl.
I guess.
That's what Chris said.
I've had one too. I guess I'm one too. But I mean, if you asked Chris, he'd probably tell us all we're girls. So that would probably be par for the course. The big thing here, by the way, on this iOS thing, the idea is now at the hardware layer, Apple is deciding to prevent tracking information from being provided. Like it's almost like a cultural shift. So it used to be everywhere you went online, you didn't just leave a digital footprint that investigators could follow, but marketers could follow.
Right.
And now Apple is saying you can turn that off, at least to what extent we have the authority to shut off. Right. And
that's cool.
It's predicted that 66% of people are going to say, I don't want to be tracked, which means that ads you're not going to be able to hit those people with ads that are relevant and high, and like high conversion rate ads for these people anymore, which means essentially the cost of all advertising is going to increase because it's going to be harder to get your conversions.
Well, I don't think that's going to be possible because if you still, I mean, it's one thing to not be able to track the phone, but it's the other thing to go on the web. And once you click on things, there's already hyperlinks that will track that. So it's maybe not tracking where you live or your location, but it's still gonna track your likes.
Look, at least now when I start seeing ads for dildos online, at least I know it's not my browser history.
You have allowed cookies.
Really?
At least I don't know, but I just would like to blame something other than my browser history.
I was gonna say I think it's only your browser history.
Yeah,
you know what?
Boston
You're talking mad shit.
Boston likes the ones that lay the eggs inside of you, the alien peanut.
Oh, that is next level deviant.
Wait. Excuse me. What is that?
Well, there's dildos that like you shove these rubber silicone eggs in, and you add like this green KY jelly, and you slide those on up in yourself.
And then
I'm
it's a
I'm
weird
upset.
kink. It is a
I'm
very
really
weird
upset.
kink. I'm upset by this.
Hey,
but-
Patrick, you didn't need to teach me that. I'm very upset.
You're
by that.
welcome. The more you know.
I wish we
Wait,
had that
wait.
bumper.
You said an egg with green goo?
So what it is they have the phallus in the shape of like some mystical creature, like a fucking dragon or an alien, and then you shove these silicone eggs into that phallus, and then you squeeze them out into yourself.
Wait, so I can get impregnated by a dragon?
Bingo! That's the whole concept behind these.
You have solved the puzzle.
And so I can become the
Congratulations.
mother of dragons.
Yeah, sure.
Quite literally. Maybe that's
I
what it's
mean,
all about.
I would prefer to do it with Kinder eggs, though. I want a nice sweet treat,
Chocolate.
while it's happening.
And a toy when you're done.
And a toy, right, like a little toy. That's great.
That's this week's title. It's going to be Kinder Egg Dildo.
Who does that?
Just took
No, but I'm
something
definitely gonna
so
cut that, yeah.
innocent and made it dirty.
You knew who I
it was
was.
Well,
My neighbors are afraid of me. My neighbors are afraid of me now.
There's that lady out there talking to herself again.
she always
I know.
does this by the pool with a margarita.
I know.
We don't even have margaritas.
You know,
You
you
just-
really want to freak them out. Start dragging a toaster out near them.
Next to the water.
Just an extension cord over your shoulder, like, let's go.
So fantastic. You know what? One of the things I started doing in quarantine is taking pictures of those warning labels on things because I think it's so funny.
Yeah.
You know, like the toasters there's always a warning label next to the plug, and there's one on your dryer, and there, do not throw in water. So I started just a collection of these warning labels because they're actually really, really funny if you've ever looked at the graphics.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
The warning label of somebody slipping and falling when it's wet and they've washed the ground. So
Yeah, there's especially in the state of California, you're like, hey, I'm going to have some oatmeal. Proposition 65 warning.
yeah, they're warned
This
about
may
that.
cause cancer.
This oatmeal contains
Right, diving
compounds
into
known to
the
the state of
shallow end.
California.
Diving
You
into
know-
the shallow end of the pool is your favorite. No,
That's
these
the-
comments that come up, is that Dan's comments?
No, some of them are Dan's, but some of them he can pull from the comments section that we're seeing that you're obviously not seeing.
These are me. These
Yeah,
are me, so
that
that's Dan.
that is him. And
Hi,
then pull Aaron Wright's and throw it up there, Dan.
Okay, Aaron Wright.
And
Let's see
then
Aaron
when
Wright.
it
Hi,
shows
Aaron
up, so you see
Wright.
Khaleesi.
Khaleesi, yes, the mother of dragons.
But
What do you guys
Yeah.
think of like that Russian? Speaking of Khaleesi, like I was thinking about like that Russian guy who married his sex doll. Did you see anything about that?
That's crazy.
The background I come from is judge not lest you be judged. And
Okay.
I am very certain that there are things that seem normal now that in 20 years may be absolutely taboo as all hell.
Mhm.
And if I don't properly abandon those positions predictively correctly in advance of the change in culture, I too will be laughed at as if I were marrying a sex doll. So, good
You're
thing,
gonna leave it alone. You're gonna
good
leave it
thing,
alone.
dude. Do you?
Art, that might be the name.
Is that the guy's name?
It may be the name.
The name of the Jew?
that would be the name.
We found
Wait,
it.
that's a hockey
Wait,
player.
he's a hockey player? He's a professional athlete?
Yep. Russian ice hockey
Wow.
player.
That's not the actual guy. That's
Oh my god.
no, but I just heard something about Russians and sex dolls. So I was like, oh yeah, this guy was blamed for having sex with an underage girl by the Russian, by some Russian journalist company, 2 days
Okay.
after he said something wrong about Putin. Swear.
Well,
Hey,
that is one reason this country is great.
That's
Oh,
At
yeah.
least we
awesome.
don't get
Hey,
told
Shell,
we do
that's the
bad
only
things when we speak out against the government. That would be
Yeah,
unfortunate.
we'd be fucked.
I know.
Speaking about recording things that are unfortunate, let's hear from tonight's first advertisement. PleaseRecordThis.com.
Hello, and thank you for checking out PleaseRecordThis.com. My name is Patrick Thompson, a voice actor, ad writer, and jack of all trades. I have done ad reads, voice announcing, character creation, and voice impression work for over a decade. I hope you'll wander around the site, enjoy what you hear, and who knows, maybe we'll be working together soon.
Yay, that's me.
Yep. So if you
Wait, so
do
you're
happen
the
to,
advertiser on this podcast? You're the big moneymaker in this.
Oh yeah,
Something like that.
I make so many cents. No,
You make so much sense.
we plug all of our stuff.
Oh, really? Okay.
Until we get real advertising sponsors.
which at this point we are hedging ourselves against, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I did a cold email to Ron Jeremy's company this week, and they might get
Really?
back to us. No, God, no.
Why not?
Gross.
You could talk about those
Can't be picky. You gotta take the work.
those dragon eggs. The dragon
Ugh.
eggs.
God, I'm gonna puke.
Dragon sex eggs.
Well,
I think you should get a margarita company. It would be great. Like, I'm trying to get a booze sponsor. I really would like a bourbon sponsor.
I did
Whiskey
reach out to a
sponsor.
cider company recently that I do particularly love, and
Yeah?
we're just not
Which-
big enough yet.
Which cider company? You should say it. Maybe they'll, if you send them some love, they'll sponsor you.
Well, I did write an email, and I spoke to the folks over at Two Town Cider House. They're a Pacific Northwest company, and their stuff is really great. I do enjoy it quite a bit, but it didn't
kind of
work this
cider?
time.
It's okay.
They've
What
got-
kind of cider?
I actually don't. Do they do an apple? No, I usually do the prickly pear. They call it prickly paradise. It's
Really?
it's a really pear cider is just a delightful thing.
I've
great.
never tried pear cider.
It Magner's and Two Towns has the prickly pear one, and there's a few
Towns.
others. I had one recently that was pear and jalapeno.
Nice. That sounds so good. I like jalapeno with my drinks, like sweet and spicy.
It's like the earthy part of the jalapeno. It doesn't actually seem to be like actually spicy, but
Okay.
it's like it just tastes like the earthy good part, like the smell of jalapeno. It tastes like the smell,
Okay.
something like that. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. Things will improve here with time, but right now we're focused on just putting forward the best content that we can.
Well, can
Yeah.
I give you a little advice on that sponsorship stuff?
I
don't-
would not mind it.
Why don't you guys go ahead and give some plugs first and maybe show them what you could do for them before asking for, sponsorship. So that's how I was able to get sponsorship. I actually started plugging a product first. When I
Yeah,
asked
good idea.
you-
You're like, I'm
Because
already doing this. Now you gotta pay me.
Well, you know what I mean? Like you were like, you wouldn't really tell me about it. And it's like, well, why would they work with you if you're not willing to, show them if you're not big enough? It's fine. A lot of people are going after micro influencers right now. So if it's something you're interested in and, you're obviously out there doing something, well, go ahead and start plugging them and start talking about the products that you like. And if they see some traction and you're able to show them like, hey, I have this amount of engagement on my Instagram or on my show, or we have this many listeners on my podcast, then you could get them to do it. Like, I will go try that prickly pear. Oh, here's Two Town Cider. Two Town Cider House. Right, exactly. Like Aaron.
He's literally drinking one right now. How about
Yeah,
that?
see,
I've already spread the
fantastic.
word. Two Towns. The reason he drinks that is because I told him about it.
Well, see, but that's what I mean. You should be talking about it a lot and very loud and very publicly instead of saying, oh, I don't want to talk about it, because then what do they benefit? They're not going to pay you unless you show your worth, right? And so if you can prove that you get so many listeners each week and you advertise to this many people, you know what I mean? You're already reaching this many people. Then you can say, hey, we mentioned your product and on Sunday with Susie Sitcom, and her audience, my audience saw this, and we've got 500 live listeners. That
See, that's
are
the part we're
now
having a
known
problem
for the
with.
product. How many people do you have live?
I don't even want to say.
That's okay.
One, two,
Okay, fine.
5.
Okay, so 5 listeners left. That's fine. That's great. It's a start.
We're only this is month 2 of the podcast.
Oh, it's early
so-
then.
Yeah, but it's actually
Thanks for having me on. Thanks
no
for having me on so
problem.
early. It's cool.
It's gained a lot of traction, and when we add up the views and everything per episode, the day after, we usually had around probably 30 views across all platforms. So
Okay.
it's not too bad. Like, that's actually really good for YouTube language.
And the
So-
clip does pretty well. Like when we make the
Yeah,
little
we clip
smaller
'em.
bits, it's the goldfish factor. Like people going, I only have 9 seconds for you right now, and resetting somebody's attention and keeping them engaged every 10 seconds is like, it can be gnarly. So
Hey,
that's
what's the
what we're
goldfish
learning.
factor? I'm not familiar with it. I've never heard it before.
9-second attention span.
The average American right now has an 8.2-second attention span.
Like,
A goldfish has a 9-second attention span.
like Dory from
Yeah,
Yes.
kinda.
Yes. Like if we can't do something cool, interesting, new, exciting, and otherwise, bam, grabbing every 10 seconds, people are going to start wondering if they're using their time good enough. And that's just,
Don't worry, if they're watching us, they've already shot their shot and they aren't.
Hey guys, how's Prince Philip?
Hey,
He's
coming
dead.
from the
Sorry,
the
he's dead.
desk of Boston.
that was a warning from producer
Sorry,
Dan to
he's
move on.
dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
In case you didn't know, he's dead. So.
yes, just in case Dan's like, hey, how is he doing? I wonder how my good friend is. Well, he's dead.
He was really, really old.
Yeah, 99 or something like that.
Yeah.
He apparently is one of his last wishes was to pass at home, and they made sure that happened. But there's a couple of interesting quotes here and things. I'm not going to pretend like I know or really care anything at all for the British monarchy, but
Okay.
it looks like even adrenochrome has its limits. In the event. He said this. He said, in the event that I am reincarnated, this was in 1988. He said, the event that I am reincarnated, I would like to return as a deadly virus to contribute something to solving overpopulation.
Are you serious? No,
Yeah.
you made that up.
No, I did not. I did not make it up.
Come on, that's so
Nope.
awful. He should have had that removed from all the news, especially with what's going on right now. That's not a recent quote, right?
Do you think he sits around when something happens being 99 like shit? I said this.
No, I'm like, wait, did he just come up with that this year? Because that's rude.
No, that was in the 80s. Sean said.
Yeah, 88. And if you read the obituary that we
Why
have
would someone
linked,
say that though? I mean, who is he? Who is he? That guy from Marvel? What's that guy's name? The one with the fingertip snapping.
Thanos.
Thanos. Who is he? Thanos? Like, what is he? Come on, guys. Yeah.
I literally have my phone on silent. I don't know why that's a thing.
Well, if you read further down the obituary, it shows that throughout his history, he was known as somebody who really just kind of popped off a lot. Like he said a lot of things. He was very brusque, tough, in ways that are not necessarily typical. But I guess this is one of the real humdingers. Is the guy was very attuned to the nature and issue of overpopulation and believed that the way to solve that might have been a virus. So that's a little weird.
Man.
I like it that you said humdingers. That's a funny word.
It's a real humdinger.
Humdinger, because Prince Philip was 99, and we're going to say it was a humdinger. Hey, if there are any Brits listening right now, do you use the word humdinger? Is that something that you use in Britain? Maybe in England they don't know what that means.
I don't know, but I can tell you that that in the world where people are willing viruses into existence through reincarnation meditation, we have one solemn hero and his corporate backing to protect us from the oncoming onslaught. That is will.i.am and Honeywell. They made a bet together to produce fashionable high-tech face masks called the Supermax with an X. It features 3-speed fans, LED lights, noise-canceling headphones, proprietary filtration systems, and the kind of industrial prowess that comes from Honeywell's industrial safety brands like 3M, Salisbury, Howard Late.
Nice.
And yeah, they look super cool. The only thing that bothers me is in order for those to look that good on me, I would also have to buy the jacket.
Is there a jacket that matches?
Yeah, the overlay we did. He's wearing like the mask itself has like a brown and navy underneath the chin, which matches the jacket like perfectly.
Oh, I want to see the jacket. I couldn't see it. Okay, I switched my view. Sorry, because I know there was a lot of butts going on in the background. I didn't know how you felt about that, but so I had to. There was a lot of butts going on, so
I don't know that our viewership would mind terribly.
A lot of LA ass going on back there. So,
Aaron, you put the lube away right now.
Hey, man.
I know. I thought I thought the talk about like the eggs and the KY jelly would scare them, and in fact, it did the exact opposite. Once that conversation started, they took off their towels, and I'm like, oh, there's a lot of stuff going on back there.
Exactly.
So. Exactly. Hey, I love politics.
I don't mean to exaggerate this, but moving forth.
You're just egging us on now.
Hey,
I don't want to be caught with egg on my face.
Well,
exactly. I agree.
well, the yoke's on you.
Hey! Keep going. More puns.
Low hanging fruit.
That's right. Low hanging fruit.
Oh man. Well, in the world of high tech, fashionable items that you might carry with you in a sort of EDC environment, G-Shock's GSW H1000 smartwatch has Wear OS built in natively with Google Tech.
Cool.
It looks like the old-fashioned G-Shock, like the classic G-Shock with the original screen and all that kind of stuff, but it's got all the smartwatch stuff built right into it. And
cool. How much is it?
$699.
$699.
No. Where's the decimal on that $699?
No, it's not Casio like the regular Casio.
Yeah.
G-Shocks are $60. The G-Shock smartwatch is $700.
Oh,
I wonder.
Maybe we can
So
get
that's
them
my
to sponsor it. Maybe they can sponsor us.
Yeah,
Sponsored by G-Shock. Only $699.
you wanna get your advertisement on this real estate right here?
Yes.
I'll give you an address. Come on, Casio. I've been a fanboy for years.
Yeah,
So
that's what I want.
Here's my problem with it. Like how, like I'm seeing what features are listed here, and I don't see anything that jumps out at me. You know,
That's that great.
Not really. No,
that facilitates $300 more than I can get an Apple Watch for.
Do you know what should be jumping out at you is me because I can't stop moving. Did you notice that? When I do a podcast, I cannot stop moving. When I do stand up, because I do a lot of Zoom stand up.
That's called ADHD.
Oh, I thought it was the 9-second gold. Come on, guys. It's not a watch. It's a watch. It's not DirecTV.
It's a watch, not DirecTV, man. I think it was a commentary from producer Dan on the nature of the discussion and asking why it was so expensive.
Oh, for $6.99.
Didn't mention to you that it can be yours for simply a subscription fee of $89.95 per year for the first year. After that, there's a $10 bill credit that is removed. Just kidding. That's DirecTV.
I fucking hate DirecTV. HughesNet. I fucking hate HughesNet.
Wait, what's with the deal with that? Why are you so angry? What did they ever do to you?
They exist.
DirecTV and Patrick and beef.
They bend people over a barrel and really give it to them after that first year. So
yeah, you find that
getting out of the contract. It's easier to just kill yourself than try to get out of the contract.
Wow,
yeah, well,
strong language.
That explains why so many people have not gotten out of their contracts. Well,
that was a good one.
Hey, someone's got to save us from Patrick when he goes full KYS on DirecTV.
No, hey, it's okay.
You guys are great. I'm enjoying this. You guys have a really good rapport with each other. I like this banter.
Yeah, we met on stereo.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I remember we met because I just kept sending in voice messages that I created things, like I wrote bits, like actual bits. And my thing on stereo was going to be that I didn't do a show because I didn't want to sit there and just talk to randos, and I didn't have any friends on there. So I figured I would just send in bits and try and be the guy who did creative, like 1-minute narrative bits that were funny and riffed off of what they were saying. And I guess I caught their attention at one point, and then, kind of the rest is history.
So wait, tell me a little bit more. You caught whose attention? Patrick's attention, or
Patrick's and Chris from our list. No, stereo wouldn't look twice at me. No major brand would for marketing purposes they wouldn't necessarily look twice at me. But
wait. So who's Chris? Chris that's listening. He's on stereo as well.
Yeah. I started doing shows with him, and
he's Foggy. You know him. He's Foggy 420.
How come you guys don't follow me? Do you follow me on stereo?
I follow you on stereo.
Where were these 1-minute messages, Sean Boston? I didn't get any of these 1-minute narratives. I've been on since the beginning.
I actually have not really been doing stuff, but maybe I'll have to make an excuse and come bother you.
Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I expect a 1-minute narrative from Sean Boston.
At 9 a.m.? Man.
The Lizzie and Susie show, Mondays and Wednesdays, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Only on stereo, guys. Only on stereo.
All right. I've written it down.
Thank you.
It's like I put that in my planner. Whoosh.
I'll try and work something out in advance if I can get
Thank
something.
you. Thank
Could
you.
be a thing. Could be a thing. It'd be fun.
LFG. Who's LFG?
LFG. That
Well, I
means
saw
looking
the
for
new-
game.
No, it said F your day job. LFG.
Oh, let's
Oh,
fucking go.
Yeah.
That's what it
let's
means.
fucking go.
I see. Okay. I didn't swear because there's a baby right here. There's a baby walked right in front of me, and I was like, oh, okay, let's F-word.
Hey, speaking
little
of
one.
swearing in the sanctity of your own garage, Boston has something for us
Boston
with
Yes.
loves
a
to
new
swear.
ad.
I like people from Boston. They like
Well,
to swear.
There's nobody from me yet, but that is my name.
Hey, Boston, are you from
Gross.
Boston?
Oh my
Gross.
God, everybody asks that all the time. No, it's
It's
just me.
like having the name June or January, and then they're not born in June or January. It's like it's bullshit. Like, don't name your kid June if it's not the birth month. If it's not, and if they're not in January, don't name them January.
Yeah, and don't name them any month
Yeah.
unless they're a 58-year-old Waffle House waitress.
Aunt May's like, my nephew's a superhero.
May.
I can be named what I want.
Right. She needs to be born in May if her birthday is May. Like, how does it make any sense? I was born in December. My name is May. Makes no sense whatsoever.
And maybe that's the month you were conceived.
Oh, okay. That could make sense.
Gross.
Even more gross, right? My name is
She must have
Friday.
come
born
from
on
one of those
Monday.
silicone
right.
egg
Friday
things.
was born on Monday. That's terrible.
Well, if you guys have a brief moment, I wanted to talk to you about something that I was made aware of recently.
Wow.
Yeah, I was made aware of the folks over at Workshop Overhaul reached out to me. They're www.workshopoverhaul.com.
Okay.
Their goal and they say life is a workshop, and with the right equipment, tools, you can brew, make, solder, and bring anything to life. And their goal is to bring you products that help you on your journey at a price that won't slow you down. So if you guys feel like heading
you have
over
a
to
sponsor, Workshop Overhaul. There you go.
it,
Are you guys laughing? Is it fake? Is it made up?
no, it's the website's on the screen right now, and we
So
hope that
why
everyone
is
goes
Patrick
over there.
Laughing? Why are
Oh,
you
I'm
laughing?
sorry, I'm back.
What's the joke that I don't get?
Oh, I'm
Because it's-
reading the script. It's cool.
It's one of our projects.
It's one
It's
of our.
what?
It's one of our projects.
It's your project. It's your company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Oh, okay. Well,
we
that's
just
good. These are
sponsor the
different
entire
companies.
fucking show. It's
It's cool. It's cool. But if
Well,
you guys
okay,
find yourself
so-
in need of some stuff, this is a place where we're going to be trying to put things for people who are trying to start a hustle, build things, make things, design things, stream things, edit
Okay.
things, and it's kind of a place
Fake.
where people can be a part of that.
What's
You know.
Workshop Overhaul?
It's an online store where
Yep.
we're putting stuff to
We're
help people with
putting
their hustles.
curated products
Okay.
that are able to help you podcast, blogcast. Like we
Okay.
have mic boom arms there. That's
Nice.
something that a lot of people know where to find, or quality ones.
Wait,
Stuff for the
it's
garage.
That's a boom mic for your arm?
No.
Yeah,
It's not for your arm. It's a boom arm mic.
A mic
Nice.
boom arm. You
Yeah.
screw it down to your
You-
table and you put your mic on the end, and it articulates it so it keeps it up off your desk.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So you curated these for the podcast.
Yep, I vetted them. That's the
Nice.
difference between the kind of thing that you might go on Amazon and go, well, I've seen people here doing this, and that kind of thing. But here, I've selected and reviewed and checked the products to make sure that they work as they're supposed to, and hopefully that helps a lot of people out, and
What
they
about-
decide to purchase from us. So.
What is that? Are those sound canceling headphones on the top on a hanger or what?
No, the hanger is the product.
It's actually nice.
Yeah, it's a gloss black headphone hanger. You can put your headphones up there, and then there's a cord
it's a
minder on the
stand.
back. Yep,
Okay.
it's a stand.
So the stand is the product, not the headphones.
Yeah.
We're focused on the concept of overhauling a workshop, whether your workshop is a streaming PC or a standard tool bench, or it's like a studio with lights, and it's focused on overhauling that. So there's a lot of organizational stuff. That's really kind of where we're at, is organizational, functional stuff to help people with these side hustles and their projects.
So you guys are like
Like nylon throw up bags that go in the back of your Uber.
Actually, we have the big thing that I'm excited for is that we have these silicone like tool and parts trays that are used a lot in automotive industry that you can actually lay over stuff like into the engine bay of a car and kind of lay it across stuff. And it's flexible enough to make the gap, but rigid enough to still be able to put your tools in and not scratch up cars.
I use magnetic trays.
Do you do?
I do. I use magnetic trays when I work on cars. I do all kinds of shit. This is not the only thing I do.
We're all kind of Renaissance men. We do a lot of things.
Do you work on cars?
I do. That's why I buy $800 shit boxes, because I know how to fix them.
Oh, that's really nice. That means you're handy.
I am.
I want to date a handy guy. That to me is just very attractive. You know.
DMs are no, I'm kidding.
I'm like a handy guy. I need a handy guy. I want somebody who can do laundry and help me fix shit.
That's called a man.
It's called a man.
I don't know. It could be anything. I'm just.
Well, moving on to the deep dive.
Yeah, we may actually. Well, we've been the deep dive this week is just talking with you about the future and what you hope to achieve and how things are going to change. So let's go ahead
talking
and
to me, or should we just go look at more of Prince Philip's future, his fortune telling? Should we just look at some of his fortune telling and look at back at what he wrote?
No, we
Philip is an ass weasel.
We were setting up. Wow,
I like that. Actually, pretty good. You know what I learned this week, and I know it's gonna sound stupid, but I was really happy about it. Can you guys hear me? Oh wait, check.
The fuck is up with all the technical difficulties? Got it. How was she able to talk through that?
I don't know. We can't control that. It's supposed to mute the voices when the bumpers are running.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know what that was.
Dan.
Sorry, guys. I didn't know it was like a different time. But Patrick, you have a great laugh. I have to tell you.
Oh, thank you. I try to be jolly like Santa Claus, even though I hate everything.
I just try to pretend I'm Seth Rogen.
Like, well, I don't even know. God.
So
this margarita's kicking in, guys. This margarita's kicking in.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, must be a strong margarita or a weak tolerance.
It is. It's strong.
Oh no, this is an LA margarita. You don't know what you're missing, bud.
It's strong. It's a strong margarita.
Oh, get that fuck out of here. I'll go get some Crown Apple.
Although you guys are in Texas, right? Where are you in Texas?
I'm in Texas. I'm currently in San Antonio.
You're in Texas. Where are you, Boston?
I'm out of Sacramento.
Oh, so you're in California.
Yes,
and
but
what about Dan? Where's Dan? Is that
he's down the hall.
Wait.
He's down the hall.
No. This is Georgina and this is Kyle. They are my green screen coworkers.
I'm right here.
I'm so confused. Where are you, Dan?
Like he said, I'm down the hall.
Yeah, he's down the hall from me.
Yeah,
in Sacramento. Like, what are you guys doing? And why do you have a morning? Why do you call it a morning show when it's on at night? Can you please explain this to me?
Irony.
Yeah, irony, and people watch it after it's recorded. We get more views from people watching after than people watching.
And we also have audio views too. We put it out as a podcast that's just audio only too.
Okay.
Yep.
So when so it's recorded tonight and then you release it tomorrow morning?
No,
the podcast.
The podcast, but this is released as soon as we're finished.
Okay.
Like it's live
YouTube,
now,
right?
yeah. Exactly.
Yep. And then we clip it up, so there's clips. This goes out to 3 places, and there's a podcast.
Yep.
Great.
And then if anyone runs into us,
you guys give me a link and I can put it on my Patreon account.
Yes.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, we will send all of that information across to you after the recording today.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Thanks. That'd be really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thanks guys for having me. This is a lot of fun. Deep dive. So I don't know what to say about deep dive. I just think quarantine has, for me, really been an eye-opener and just a self-reflection eye-opener. And I feel like people who are self-aware have done really well in quarantine, and people who are clueless and not self-aware, which is a real generalization, I think had a hard time in quarantine because they realize that maybe they're not such a good person and they don't like to be with themselves. So that's my take. on quarantine.
Instead of people blaming their own problems on like, man, I really don't like this guy. Maybe you just don't
Right.
like you around this guy.
Exactly. So you
Right.
have nobody else to blame your problems on. And that's exactly what I thought. I'm like, oh, these people who just like go to work and blame everything on the other person, and blame everything on the, the barista at Starbucks or whatever. It's like you have no one to blame for your problems. And if there's something that you don't like, you had the opportunity to fix it and do it. And I think that quarantine has been a great self-discovery for me. I wouldn't have gotten on stereo if I wasn't in quarantine. I've been able to do a lot of stand-up comedy because I've been able to do outdoor stand-up comedy versus being in a club. And I had the opportunity to take my children to see me do stand-up, which they never were able to do because it was only at bars and clubs. So that's been pretty cool. So moving forward, I think that, and then Zoom comedy. So I think there's going to be more Zoom comedy. I think that people are going to do more meetings remotely and connect with people all over like we're doing here. We had the capability to do this before, but now that it's just universally acceptable, that people will do more of this connecting, which is fucking great. So
Actually, something nifty for you. I don't know if you already know about this. I imagine you as a professional Stone Cold Pro, you already do, but for this, at risk of sounding redundant, Facebook actually messaged me the other day. They sent me a ping, a notification. They didn't actually reach out to me, but they just sent me a note, and they said that you can set up paid events through their system too.
Yes, and I, you know what, I didn't know that, but I knew that some people were doing that because I am not on Facebook at all. Because
that's probably for the best. I don't enjoy it very much sometimes.
You know what? I got on it like years ago when everybody was on it for about 5 minutes. And I got on Facebook, I put a profile together, and then all of a sudden there were all these messages from people that I had gone to high school with that I had never talked to them. Like, fuck, man, they're asking about me. Like, if I wanted to keep in touch with you and I wanted you to know about my whereabouts, we would be friends. So I don't want people from my past checking on me. And my friends, like my neighbors, like, oh, it's just because you're shady. I'm like, no, it's because I don't give a shit. Because guess what? If they ask me questions about me, then I have to pretend like I give a fuck about them. Like, where have you been the last time? I don't give a fuck. I would have reached out to you. So I didn't think that there was any need for me to get on Facebook. And so I never did it,
It's like last time I saw you, you were standing in the doorway of the men's room in high school trying to keep me from going. What makes you think I want to talk to you now?
It's just weird. Oh, I knew you from, really? Like we had a class. Oh, okay, great. I don't know you. I didn't know you then. Why would I know you 10, 20 years later? It didn't make sense to me. And now we're supposed to exchange pictures of our kids? Why? I don't care what your kid looks like. I mean, no offense, but it's like, I want to choose my friends. I don't want them to ping me and then all of a sudden I have to be friends with them because I went to the same school or the same high school. Right?
Exactly.
So I found it very evasive because they knew my upbringing or knew maybe where I grew up.
Right.
Then it was like an invitation, like, oh, I can talk shit or I can like enter into your world. I'm like, no, I don't. You would be part of my world if I wanted you there. So I didn't, and it was like the first time social media was out and everything. So I didn't like it. I found it very invasive. So sorry, long story about my rant on Facebook. What's it called? Facebook. I don't even know the name of it. That's why I'm not on it.
What's that thing there where they call it like shoulder notebook or something?
Facebook,
I don't know.
Facebook. Yeah.
Face space.
I'm new to all this stuff. Listen,
man, Friendster's updated a lot.
Oh, fuck Friendster.
What is that?
It was like another dead social media platform.
Really? Let's see. Are there more comments?
Right now, no. We just have come to Texas.
We have Aaron Wright. I will come to Texas. Are they asking me to come to Texas?
I'm
Laura,
assuming, perhaps.
Laura, I want to come to Texas. Is that a girl? I hope it's a girl.
Yes.
Texas, I know. Actually, I do. I've been talking to some people about doing stand-up in Texas. So I am interested in coming to Texas. So we may do a show. I'm looking to do a show soon in Austin and then possibly Dallas if I'm out there as well. But, it's like a 3-hour drive. But I'm looking to put some shows together this summer once things open up. So the cities I'm looking at are New York, Chicago, Austin, and Dallas, and maybe in Florida. So we'll see, and I'll keep you guys posted on my
Sacramento
shows. Sacramento. I was invited to do a show in Sacramento last month, but I didn't want to drive there, and the promoter wasn't willing to pay for a ticket. So I'm like, oh, that's a long. It was like a 4 or 5 hour drive, right?
They were like, "Sure, we'll put you on a Greyhound."
From Long Beach.
No, I'm not in Long Beach. I'm in LA, but still, it's
Oh,
like I didn't want to drive.
From Greater LA. That's not 4 hours. That's like
6 hours?
6 plus.
Yeah.
I
So
used to do that drive from Huntington a lot.
So, your family in Sacramento, or?
Yeah, my wife's family is up here, and
Okay.
my family's down in Huntington.
Got
and,
it.
Orange County proper, general area. We got some
So
people out in
nice.
Anacrime and Garden Grove.
No, Huntington Beach is beautiful. I do like Huntington Beach a lot.
Except for the damn
Except for
rallies.
the KKK rally, which makes no sense. But
Well, apparently this city has a history of this shit.
Yeah, I know. That's why they had all the protests during the Trump, when Trump was president. It was like they were the first ones to take off their masks, and they were protesting. And yet, here's the thing. Ironically, they were all protesting against the mask, but yet they wore signs that they were wearing masks. So it's like,
and that's the crazy thing.
take off your fucking mask if you didn't believe it.
In my I lived there. I was around people that were there. I didn't witness a whole lot of that kind of in fact, I didn't witness any of that kind of behavior. It's like the crazies just feel empowered there, and they just show up, and then some people just say it's man.
Oh, wait, so you're thinking they're not from Huntington Beach? They just came to Huntington Beach to be crazy, and then they're going to go back to their towns?
I don't know. Maybe not. I really couldn't tell you. I would love to believe that it was, someone from somewhere else in my city would not have been responsible for that behavior. It actually legitimately pains me because I've lived there my whole life until the couple of years I spent up in Sacramento. And that just ticks me off.
Orange County has a lot of Republicans and a lot of Trump supporters, and
if you're a Trump supporter now, I'd just ask you to wake up. Like, I don't know who, like, it's gone, dude. Like, give it a break for a year until you starts ramping up again.
I heard some scary shit on the news, and that's why I don't like to listen to news. I do my morning update, and that's about it, just to make sure it's safe to go outside. But there was someone saying that now that the vaccines, people are getting the vaccines and they're opening up to more and more people, that there's a concern just overall in the U.S. about safety and shootings and violence and all that again. And they're especially concerned for schools. So that to me, and I hate to point fingers, I'm concerned. It's like, are they all Trump supporters? Like, what are we doing? Why are they shooting? Why are they so pent up? Why are they so angry? And it's scary.
I'm neither red nor blue. I've been an other for years now, and I still feel pent up and angry, but I can't direct it at anybody. It's just
because of quarantine.
I wanted to the quarantine was the nail in the coffin of my favorite mini golf course. That made me angry, right? It was struggling to begin with, but then they closed it when they said, okay, they weren't going to make it through. They weren't.
Okay, you're actually talking about a mini golf course. I thought you were using an analogy.
No, I was legitimately
you know what I mean? Like some like grand analogy. The nail in the coffin of my mini golf course.
I actually might have something for you, Sean, that might help you with this lifestyle problem. My friends over here at Lifestyle Pharmaceuticals.
Oh yeah,
let's suffer from low self-esteem, worry, anxious moments, and self-doubt. If the answer is yes, then consult your physician today about growing the fuck up. That's right, growing the fuck up. One swift injection of growing the fuck up will unlock doors and keys to success you never dreamed possible. I mean, come on. Look what it did for this motherfucker here. He's reading and happy. Grow the fuck up. Hell, you might get a date or even have a good time. Growing the fuck up is a unique blend of responsibility and hating yourself to motivate yourself. I mean, look at this motherfucker right here. He climbed a goddamn mountain. What are you doing? Listening to this on YouTube? Remember, when consulting your physician, some possible side effects may include death, low resale value of your house, change of blood type, and getting bit by every dog.
I can't hear anything.
That's so weird.
So Sean, they might be able to help you out with your little mini golf problem.
Yeah, I'll have to set an appointment with Lifestyle Pharmaceuticals for my first dose of the grow the fuck up vaccine.
Get back out there. It's
wait, Susie, you didn't hear that?
No, I didn't hear anything or see anything.
What?
Phones, dude. She's on her phone.
Yeah.
That hasn't been thoroughly tested. I did
see the other ads. What this was another ad?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was one that Patrick did.
This one will be on YouTube.
Yeah, it will. I'll make sure it's on our channel too. It's
going to be on my channel and the BMN Pod.
It was an ad for Lifestyle Pharmaceuticals?
which is a fake company we made up, and the product was called Grow the Fuck Up. It's a one-time injection that makes you feel like you can grow the fuck up and go outside and make good decisions.
Oh, can you play it again or no? I mean, that would be fantastic.
I will link it to you immediately after this. I'll write it down in my notes.
Send it to me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I can. Wait, I can't link it.
One of us will link it.
What the fuck am I
Get it over
talking
to
about?
you. I'll send it through Patrick or something. We'll get it going.
Don't send anything through me. Jesus Christ. I'm not a conduit.
nothing but freedom seeds for Patrick Thompson. Kerblam.
Moving forth.
Moving forward. What other topics do we have?
We have our last little thing that we do, which is it's a fun list thing where well, you'll see. Let's take a look at who the fuck made this list.
Can't see anything. Can't hear anything.
The bumpers don't go to the phones. Well, that'll be important to remember because our last guest was like, I'm going to do this on my phone. And I was like, oh, well, maybe you should do it on a computer. And he went, okay, I'm glad we did that.
Okay. Well, thanks for letting me. Thanks for being so flexible.
No, you're like the hamster before the centrifuge. You're good.
Yeah, I can't sit still. I can't sit still during Zoom stand-up comedy. I can't sit still on Zoom. I mean, this is, I'm used to standing up. I'm used to moving. I'm not used to sitting.
There's a product for you. I saw it recently.
Really? Did you guys make it on your own? Is it your sponsor? What's the product?
I don't even know how to get it.
It's called marijuana. It's supposed to chill me out. That's really what they have here for what I have.
In LA, yeah. Well, they have this little base that you can sit your phone on, and then you wear like a bracelet or something. Yeah. And it rotates to track the bracelet so you can move the fuck around.
You don't need the bracelet if you use Facebook's one. They have one. And also, if you use DJI's Osmo 3 or 4, you also don't need a bracelet. It does face tracking.
Oh, so the phone will move around and what?
Yeah,
like it has a base?
I have
just rotates. Like you set it on there, and then
it's a gimbal.
And
is
that on your website? Is that on your website?
No.
Well, you need to put it on there so I can buy it. Okay.
I'll see if I can.
One shot camera. That's what it's called. You know what? Here's the thing. I prefer audio only podcasts because I don't want to be on camera. I like it better when people don't judge me. So
no one's judging you.
No. I mean, you guys are fuck you guys. I'm talking about like people in the audience. Fuck you guys. You know what I mean?
Big double bird.
Patrick, I'm kidding. You know that I'm a comic, right? So everything I say, you have to take with a grain of salt. Don't cry.
I thought you were a headmistress at
you just thought it was a bitch.
School. I don't know.
Wait, from where? Harry Potter? What?
Sure, we'll go with Harry
Gryffindor? From Gryffindor school?
Fuck it. And on this week's Who the Fuck Made This List, we are doing 2021's hottest IKEA furniture. Sean, do you want to go with number one?
All right. Kalikanzaros, it's named after a Greek vampire who eats children at the festive times of year or a wonderful Christmas tree stand. You decide.
Number two, the Fenrir, a great and stylish rug woven from the souls of the damned. Their eternal torment is to become the beautiful focal point of your bathroom.
Wow, did you guys write these yourself or these actual ads?
No,
we wrote them ourselves.
We write these.
Nice. Very, very good. Very good. I like it. I could see that. That's very good.
Oh, I fucked you, and now you got to read it.
Number three is the Hotboot, a brash and bold design for a gas-fired, self-warming chase lounger. Never mind the recalls.
Number four, the Caucus butt plug vase or Lich's pilot seat, depending on the phases of the moon, will look great in your butt, in your soul, or on any credenza.
Fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
And number five, the Clorksmith. Chair literally made of fucking serpents. Can you find something made of cheap shit particle board that's more metal than this?
That's fantastic. I'm very impressed not only by those descriptions, but the fact that you were able to pronounce anything that was made at IKEA.
Well, actually, 3 out of 4 of these are actual demon names. So
yeah, I looked up the Fenrir, and it was just like, I'm curious what the hell this means, and it showed me like a devil dog, and I was
He put it on the screen. Wait, so you're saying the actual products at IKEA are named after devils?
No.
Or these are things that you made up?
This is a fake, made up list.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
And
thought, wow,
so-
that's pretty dark of
So
IKEA.
I
to name
started
all their
looking
things as-
up. So
It's their new
yesterday,
dark line.
Right.
I looked up.
The dark
They're getting edgy.
after hours.
I
the
looked.
after hours one.
I looked up Swedish demon names last night,
Ah.
and that's where the list came from.
Is that a popular list? Because I'd like to know. Can you pull that list up again?
I
Producer
mean,
Dan.
Fenrir is fairly popular. I've
Really?
heard that used for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you
And
hang out with a lot of
apparently-
Swedish?
No.
Wait, you hang out with a lot of people that talk about Swedish demons, or you guys have a
No,
lot of
no.
conversations?
Fenrir is used as like a name for werewolves, and there's a bunch of guns and sci-fi games named after it,
okay,
and some
okay.
ships. Like it's in pop culture. It's
I see.
around. It's here and chilling.
Like Viking talk and stuff.
Yeah, like Thor or
Yeah.
Mjolnir. Like it makes its way through the zeitgeist, if you will.
I see. Can we see? There's 2 chat messages. What does it say?
Oh, what?
Does it say that?
It says.
In the privet chat?
It says you get to.
Oh,
says-
jeez. Why are
It says, wait, yes.
Oh,
I think
no.
it was. Oh
You get
no!
to- It says you get to love ass fucking. I don't know. Is that,
I think,
you
I
get to
think that
love
was
ass
from
fucking.
number 4 caucus. It was a
As
bug
long
plug
as it wasn't
base or
towards
lich's
me.
phylactery.
No,
Yeah,
no.
as long as it
It
wasn't
was-
directed towards me.
Hey, you can see comments.
I know I live in
Yeah.
LA, but I'm not like the rest of the people in LA. I don't eat ass like saltine crackers.
While we're on
Saltine
topic
crackers.
of plugs, let's go ahead and plug our
Hey, all right, let's go.
media company.
Speaking
Let's
of
plug
Yeah,
the
let's-
merch store and hit the.
Let's hear a brief word from our friends and sister group KWZL.
Hey there. I see I caught your attention with some eye candy. I know. If it was my face, you'd keep scrolling on
Yeah,
by.
can't hear a
I
thing.
just wanted to let everyone know that when you're on your favorite
see the
app,
small
Stereo, that you can find some great content put out by KWZL and our merry band of DJs, Taco Truck California, Patrick Please One, Dr. Gonzo, Yeah I Am Silver, Iris Nightfall, Von Roy, Foggy 420, Core, and Heavy Mahez. All you have to do is download the Stereo app, tap the magnifying glass, and type KWZL. It's that simple to find great programming on Stereo. And remember to browse on over to 889kwzl.online.
Yay.
All right, so to kind of wrap up, like a lot of weird things have happened this week, particularly in celebrity deaths. We've added even more to the past 2 years. For those people that forgot, even folks like Eddie Van Halen left us.
Yeah.
And just the list is too traumatizing to recount. I'm sure my dad has the whole thing that he knows because a lot of them were musicians from that era.
Is your dad a musician?
He just loves music from that
Okay,
time.
cool.
But and a lot of things have happened that were kind of interesting too, and that Apple is taking personal security more reasonably for finally.
Yeah.
And we've had the opportunity to speak with you and hear, kind of your stories about quarantine and the nature of things as they've happened. What is going on in the future here? What's looking brighter in your world?
I think to go back to self-discovery personally, the stand-up, it's going to be different moving forward. I think that the opportunity to do a lot more shows outdoors has kind of let me, kind of come into my own. And I realized that I don't have to go to the clubs that everyone else is going to or perform only at these name brand clubs or whatever. I can pick and choose where I want to perform. Of course, I want to perform with the big dogs, but if I can't do that, I can create my own shows. I can get my own sponsorship. I can do my own thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be in a bar because you couldn't do it in a comedy club before. So because we've had to do all these creative things to just get out and perform, like perform in parking lots, parks, or this and that, it's like we can do it anywhere. And we can get an audience anywhere. If you're good enough, if you're funny enough, you can find your audience and just go for it and keep going. So the other thing in quarantine I've learned is not to force things. I used to want things really bad and I'd crave them or I'd want them like professionally, personally, whatever. And I get angry when things didn't go my way. And I may get angry for like a minute, but sometimes I stew. It'd take me like 1 week, 2 weeks. And now in quarantine, I'm just like, fuck it, man. If they don't want me to perform, then maybe I wasn't meant, you know? Like they didn't invite me to at this club, or they don't want me to, fine, fuck it, their loss. Or what could I do better next time? And then maybe stew on it for a day or an hour or whatever, and then I'm done. I don't let it fucking bother me for 2 weeks. I just say it's meant. So
Gotta keep moving forward.
that's exactly it. Was that producer Dan?
Yes, it is.
Thanks, producer Dan. That's exactly it. Just fucking keep moving forward, you know? I mean,
Yeah,
there's so much out there.
You're surrounded, like everyone talking to you right now is got multiple irons in the fire. We're all
Yeah.
hustlers. We all got stuff
Yeah.
going on, and that kind of advice really, that, I mean, not to make fun of Lieutenant Dan here, but that advice has legs, right? That'll get you traveling.
Yeah, don't fucking force shit. Listen, you know, I did that. I was married for a long time, and for a long time, you know, we just like one thing after another didn't work out. And it wasn't like, we're like, what the fuck? Why do we have all these obstacles? We're smart people, we're kind people, you know, like we seem to be doing things right, but it was just bad. We experienced a bunch of bad luck. And the reason was because we weren't supposed to be married anymore. And we both felt this obligation because we thought, well, you get married, you're together forever. And once, you know, we got divorced and kind of let things go. And I thought it was devastating. Honestly, I was devastated. And I had 2 kids, and I have 2 kids. I thought, what am I going to do, and why would this happen? And then I was actually broke enough after a very expensive divorce to pursue stand-up full time. I was already doing it for 3 years, but I couldn't afford to do it full time. I made too much money before. But because I was so devastated by my divorce, I lost so much money, and I just hit rock bottom. You know, I was like, fuck it, what do I have to lose, you know? And so I was able to start going out, doing stand-up. Could I do it more often? Yeah, I didn't have a fucking job. So I could perform more than once a month, you know? And then it became once a week, and then became, you know, every night. I've scaled it back, though, a little bit, because it was too much, too many different comics, too many personalities. Now I'm like, okay, I'm figuring out who my people are, because I got to figure out the comics that I can perform with that don't drain me and stuff too, because my energy is important. But I've noticed in quarantine, it's so important, if you're pursuing something for yourself, to preserve your energy, be around people who support you, that you give energy to, but you also receive energy back from. And then the big thing I was saying, like, just don't fucking force shit, you know? Like, you may have wanted that fucking, you know, pepperoni pizza, that slice of pepperoni pizza. When you walked in the pizza parlor, it was done. It was gone. You know, and it's like you fucking traveled 40 minutes to get there to get that piece of pizza, but it wasn't there. And you're like, fuck, you get so disappointed. But you're like, maybe it was like fucking spoiled. You know, maybe you just saved yourself from food poisoning for whatever reason, you know? So
It's karma.
Yeah, it's just kind of like that. Just don't force shit, you know? Just don't force it, and focus on the things that you're good at, and don't fucking worry about the things that you're bad at, you know? Just spend more
Control
time.
what you can control
Yeah.
what you can control. You know?
And with that advice, I would like to take a moment to start wrapping things up by asking you, as you asked me to so kindly, to let our listeners know what you're doing tonight.
Oh, thanks for the reminder. So tonight I'll be on stereo, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be interviewing stand-up comedian Janice Massetti, one for any broad. Excuse me, she has been a comic for 32 years. Excuse me, God, sorry, my margarita's kicking in. But she's a New York comedian. She's performed with Jeff Ross, Tracy Jordan, you name it. She's like been around forever. But I have the honor of interviewing her tonight. And we're going to talk about what the comedy scene's like in New York, because I've never performed there before. So I've performed in Chicago, performed in LA. I'm excited. Hopefully I'll be doing a show in New York soon. And if I do it, I want to do it on Broadway, even if it's at a dive bar, you know what I mean? So we're going to talk comedy. And then Monday and Wednesday, I have an ongoing show with Elizabeth Weichert. It's the Lizzie and Susie show. We have a morning, just basically a morning show, 2 comedians just talking about entertainment and what's going on, what our gigs are for the week. Monday and Wednesday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I have a upcoming stand-up comedy show May 1st, 1 p.m. It's on Zoom. It's international. It's 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time in order for our UK clients and UK listeners so they can join the Zoom show. It's a fundraiser benefit for Aware Meditation. They go out and they provide meditation for underserviced or underserviced communities, and they're partnering with Diva. I think it's called Diva Women's. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact name, but it's a group that helps fight sex trafficking. So a lot of the Zoom shows that I do are benefit shows, fundraisers.
Mm-hmm.
And I volunteer my time, all the comics do, and any proceeds that they receive go towards different organizations. So
How do people get tickets for that?
They just go on Facebook. I think that's how they do it. Oh, Eventbrite has tickets for Aware Meditation. And I think they have a Facebook group as well, but again, I'm not on Facebook. But usually my shows are on Eventbrite.
All right. Well, if you liked hearing from her tonight, I expect that I will see you over on Eventbrite buying tickets to see her on May 1st.
Oh yeah, and you guys can follow me. Oh, sorry, you guys can follow me on Instagram as well. My handle is Susie _sitcom. And I also have a Patreon account. You can join for $3 and you can see clips of my stand-up comedy, because I don't put it out there in public, because why give it away for free? You know, unfortunately, in the business that I'm in, people do steal your jokes, and you know, I write them. It takes a lot of time to do that.
Well, that's exactly why I listen to it on stereo, so I can steal your material.
Oh, well, we've got that worked
well,
out.
you're welcome for that, Patrick. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay.
Well, Susie, thank you so much for being on with us tonight.
Thanks, guys, for having
Patrick,
me.
what do you got for people?
Hey, everybody. I just want to say, remember in these trying times to always keep an open mind and an open heart.
Oh,
yep. And until next time, stay fucked, America.